The term home gym is kind of like the term garage gym. And then I've had
Yes.
people ask me, like, well, what's the difference between a garage gym and a home gym? One's in your home and one's in your garage. It's like, well, not exactly. What's up, everybody? Joe Gray here today with another AMA warm up where I get to talk to our upcoming AMA guests. Today, I am joined by Body Solid and my man Scott. Scott, how you doing?
Good. Great to see you, Joe. Glad to be here.
Me too. So, as I tell most of our guests, we normally get right into things. That way, people can know what's going on. So, first question: who are you? Why are you here?
Well, I am the CEO of Body Solid, and I'm here to talk to you, and eventually through the AMA to talk to all your participants in your community. Body Solid's been involved in the home gym space for 35 years now. That's where we started. Do a lot of commercial stuff these days too, but still have our heart in the home gym market, and very very excited to be participating with you and your gang when we do our AMA in a couple of weeks.
Number two, tell me about your lifting experience. So, when did you start? How you lift now? How things have changed over the years? Whatever that might be.
Well, I was first exposed to lifting. It would have been in high school when I was an athlete and college. And in those days, I happened to be a swimmer, and we were working out on the old Universal multi-station selectorized gyms. And then as I got into college, actually, I think that's right about when Nautilus first came out with their very first line of circuit training, and I was working out on those machines a lot. Then since then, I've always been into fitness. I was not in this industry all 35 years of Body Solid's life. I've just been here 20 years. But at least for the last 20 years, I've had the most, unbelievable opportunity to be able to work out on some of the nicest equipment pretty much anytime I want to. Besides our showroom, which has our latest and greatest equipment here at our offices, we also have a home gym, excuse me, a corporate gym upstairs with showers and so forth that our employees enjoy and I enjoy. And I lift regularly. It's extremely important. I do a lot of cardio too, and we all know how important that is for our physical well-being.
Right on. I like it. All right, number three. So you talked about this a little bit, but we'll dive into a bit deeper. Body Solid's experience and relationship with the home gym community as a whole.
Well, obviously, it's where we started. We started out with a couple of benches a long time ago, 35 years ago. Very quickly got into the home gyms. When I say a home gym, I'm talking about the stack weight selectorized home gym with multiple exercises. I always have to define that in these kinds of interviews because there's also the home gym, which is a gym that's in the home that has multiple pieces
Yep.
possibly, and a lot of the ones we see on your Reddit but stream. But the our relationship with your particular thread is we just love being on it because there's so much great information that comes out. We get great ideas. We love to see whether or not you guys have got when somebody's posting one of their gyms, whether it might be one of ours in there, and we do get the chance to see that on a pretty regular basis. So we're
Yep.
happy to see that. But yeah, we're the home gym is again where our company got started, and again, very excited to continue to support everybody who's putting in a home gym.
Nice. Yeah, the term home gym is kind of like the term garage gym, and then I've had
Yes.
people ask me, like, well, what's the difference between a garage gym and a home gym? One's in your home and one's in your garage. It's like, well, not exactly. And then, like, I have the garage gym competition, and then I get people go, well, I lift in my bedroom. Can I compete? I'm like, yeah, that's fine. It's kind of an all-encompassing term, and garage gym at some point kind of got, I think, coined because it was like actual like lifting instead of like a Pilates yoga type thing in your extra bedroom. And so those two terms, garage and home gym, started to separate a bit. And part of it was probably, like you said, home gym got attached to like those all-in-one pieces. And
Yep.
so, yeah, the vernacular and different definitions, I
It
think,
can be
have
very confusing.
bled and moved and changed and all kinds of stuff over the years.
Absolutely.
So, yep. All right. So, number four, You mentioned earlier Body Solid celebrating 35 years this year. So my question is how? How has Body Solid managed to make it through? I mean, 35, I'm 38 or something. So you've been around for almost as long as I've been alive as a human being. The changes in technology and things like COVID and all kinds of stuff over the years. So many companies have come and gone, and you guys are still here. Why?
I think it's commitment to the things that make a difference to somebody who's putting in a home gym. It's quality, it's economics. Pricing can get very expensive for some of the products in our industry, and in particular for the home gym industry. You don't need a full commercial gym in your house most of the cases. You're not. It's not being used 24/7, like say something that goes into a health club.
Sure.
And then beyond quality and pricing, you also get into customer service. And are you buying it from a company that's going to be here 35 years and hopefully another 35 years? Is it a company that is able to and willing to stand behind their product? Do they have a customer service department that you can call and actually talk to, not email? And if you're having a hard time figuring out how to build your home gym, or you want to talk to somebody about, what's the next step? I've already got X, I'd like Y. We've got people who will talk you through that. And we work very closely with, besides our, directly with consumers. We don't sell directly to consumers, as you know. We sell indirectly through retailers, and I want to put a plug in for your local specialty retailer. These folks really know what they're doing. Most of them are hiring people who have personal training backgrounds, really know what they're talking about. And if you, as an individual, walk in and say, "Hey, you could be the most sophisticated or least sophisticated exercise person in the world," if you're, particularly if you're at the other end where you really don't know what you want,
Mhm.
that individual is going to guide you through. Hey, what do you want to do? Are you looking to be, to get strong for a sport? Are you looking to lose weight? What is it, you're looking to, if you're older, if you're looking to, keep your balance and not fall and break your hip when you're, 80, when all your other friends
Yep.
are. There's so many different nuances to what fitness equipment can do for you. And I really like to put a plug in for the retailers because they can guide you through that, and much more than buying it online. And even if you're sophisticated, why do I want to buy your rack versus, somebody else's rack? Well, the retailer is going to be able to put you through or guide you through that decision process. And again, good retailers, they obviously want you to buy from them, but a good
Sure.
retailer is going to be honest and say, "Hey, this is the right thing for you. It's the wrong thing for you."
Yep. Right on. I got three notes that I want to follow up on what you just said.
Sure.
So one was the difference between commercial and kind of residential. So one of the easiest ways I've heard it over the years, and I'd love to hear a little bit more from you on how you kind of distinguish it, is commercial. Well, let's take home. Home, someone spends their own money on something, they tend to take care of it. Commercial is hundreds of people showing up that tend to not care because it's not
Absolutely.
their thing.
Yeah,
So they're banging it and throwing it off stuff, and they're letting things slide and bam and whatever. And so that commercial piece has to be, a certain amount higher, better, stronger, more resilient because of that.
absolutely. Correct. And home gym products, our Body Solid line of home products has a lifetime warranty.
Okay.
If it goes wrong, if you have a problem with it in your house, you will be covered. And that is fairly unique. We were the first one to put it out there. I don't know anybody, including ourselves, that has a lifetime commercial warranty.
Yeah.
And your points are absolutely accurate. I mean, how many times have you been to the gym where they say, "Please re-rack your weights, please, please clean off the product after you're
Uh-huh.
done." I mean, they're reminding people because a lot of people don't.
Yep.
And there's, obviously there's gym etiquette that hopefully a lot of people follow, but the fact is it's a public space where people don't take care of the product, and it's just used more.
Yep.
I mean, particularly when you get into cardio equipment, which is used, a
Yeah.
treadmill. You can spend $10,000 on a beautiful treadmill that, is the same kind of quality they'd put into a health club where it's being used literally all day, 7 days a week.
Yep.
Whereas yours is going to be used, if you're an active user, you're using it for an hour a day, 7 days a week, and that would
Yep.
be a lot amount. And your average treadmill is being used, half an hour twice a week.
Yep. Yep. Yeah. The second one I was going to ask you was the warranty. So you said that the lifetime. I always
Yes.
know. I mean, I don't. I always include warranty stuff on like the product specs whenever I do product reviews and things like that. And I don't remember writing down lifetime. Like
Yeah.
it's normally like a really good one is like 10 years or something like
Yep.
that.
Yeah.
Most things are, a year or two or something like that. Lifetime, especially for you guys are working with, nuts and bolts and moving parts and
Yep.
pads and upholstery and all kinds of
Absolutely.
stuff. So,
Yeah, if you were to come into our facility here and you'd see our parts department, you'd be, well, do you guys sell parts or do you sell fitness equipment? Because we
yeah.
have a lot of parts because we're still supporting equipment that's in some cases 30 years old.
Yeah, that's crazy. The third one was customer service. So I had let's say, opposite experience of what you were just talking about recently, which is what made me think of it. I moved my newsletter from one platform to another. The new platform is ultimately the better one. It's more fit for purpose, but the transfer process was terrible. I had all these hiccups. I sent in a ticket like, hey, I
Yeah.
lost more than half of my people. I got no response. They claimed a 24-hour turnaround. It was a week later. I still had nothing. You search on their website. There is no phone number. There's no one to call. There's no way to get a hold of them there's not even a contact email. It's just
Yeah.
the ticket. So the only way I ended up getting a hold of anyone was they had sent out a customer service survey. I filled it out, rated it a 1 across the board, and then filled out the additional comments thing and said, please somebody help me. It's broken.
Yeah.
Which I then finally get an email that says, sorry, our ticketing system was broken and wasn't telling us that there were tickets being created. It should be fixed soon. And of course, my head was like, well, I get that you didn't get any tickets, but at a certain point, didn't you think this is weird that we're not
Yeah.
getting any tickets? It was the like exact opposite experience of what you'd want when
Yeah.
moving to something. So you mentioned you've got someone you can actually call and talk
Absolutely.
to, which just yeah.
To me, and I'm, I'm a guy who remembers when the internet wasn't what everything was,
Sure.
and based on how old I am. But you want to being able to talk to somebody is wonderful. But I think it's also vitally important. A lot of the products that we sell are fairly complicated, particularly if you're building them yourself. And I'll go by and hear one of our customer service guys walking through a customer through the installation process of, and what I find amazing is they actually have this mental image. They obviously have tools, online tools that help them too, but they have this mental image, and you can hear them saying, okay, reach back behind the bar that you're working on right now. There
Sure.
should be a nut there. Is that tight? Is it not tight?
Yeah.
The knowledge base that they have is exactly the kind of person you want to talk to
Yeah.
when you're having a problem setting up something, or
Yeah.
or if you lose a nut and you need to get a replacement, or if whatever it might happen.
Yep.
We're here for you, and we're going to be here for a long time.
Yep.
That's certainly my intention, and I have no reason to doubt that. But and I think one of the things that people do to start saving money in our industry is they do start farming out their customer service in some way, shape, or form. They don't answer the phone. You can't get in touch with them.
Yep.
They don't answer emails, and so I think that is probably one of the most compelling reasons to deal with our company.
All right. Last question for us today. Tell me one reason why people should be excited about your upcoming AMA.
Well, because I'm excited about it. That's one reason. We've done a couple of these over the years, and for us, it's a wonderful experience because it's our chance to really touch base directly with you. and hear your ideas. We get product ideas from these AMAs. We get them all the time from just the garage, the home gym thread. But it's a great opportunity for us. We hope it's a great opportunity for you to ask questions. We get some wonderful questions during these things, ones that make us think. But also, we love to talk about ourselves. We want you to know more about Body Solid. I've spent the last few minutes in this interview talking to you about how great we are. Obviously I'm biased, but we want you to believe it too, especially if you're going to buy a product from us. And hopefully we'll hear about, and we usually do hear about a lot of really good experiences. Occasionally we'll get a bad experience, and it's a good opportunity for us to say, hey, how can we fix that for you?
Yep.
Because if you had a bad experience with us, I don't want you to be unhappy. I want you to be happy.
Yep.
And then probably the most exciting reason is that we will be giving away at least one particularly nice prize. I know last time I think we said we were going to do one, and we ended up giving up two because we liked it so much what we did. But this year, some of you may be familiar with our GPR 400, which is a power rack that we designed specifically for the home in line. It's in mind. It's a shorter rack than some of the more commercial styled racks out there, so it can fit into a low ceiling in a garage or in a basement. But more interesting, and we've had this gym out for a couple of years now, but in the last year or so, we have added some really cool attachments. And what we're going to be giving away is a fully loaded GPR 400 power rack. And Joe, maybe it'd be fun, when we get to the AMA, we can try to get a picture of it for you guys to, put up or something like that, and then maybe in the entree or something like that, and we could talk about that. But
Yep.
hopefully that's enough excitement for people to show up and ask at least one question.
Right on. Yeah, I'll put a link to that rack in the description below, as well as the details for you to join the AMA, the dates, all that good stuff. It'll be in the outro here as well. And that way people can check it out. And I'll talk to your man Rich as well when he's
Yep.
setting up the AMA. Make sure we get some good links in there. That way people know what they are participating and checking out, and potentially might win. So
And if I can encourage everyone, certainly after, but during the AMA, please, before the AMA, please, follow us on social media. We're on every major platform. We're putting stuff out there all the time about our new products, about information about the gym market, and of course you'll see a lot about this upcoming AMA as well.
yep.
So we encourage you to follow us.
Right on. All right, guys, that is the AMA warm up with Scott from Body Solid. Like I said, I'll have some links and details in the description below, as well as in the outro piece here in just a second. Make sure you hop on over and chat, learn about their warranties and customer service and products, things they've produced, and probably get some insights into new things coming down the road. I'm sure they're
Absolutely.
willing to chat about all of it. So
Yep.
that's it. See you guys at
Thank
the
you.
next one.
All right.